Hello, one and all, and welcome to Dark Vault Gaming. I'm your host, Joe Dark, and today we will take an in-depth look at the studio that just joined Bethesda Game Studios to create future content for Fallout 76. That studio is Double 11 Studios. Now, if you're not familiar with Double 11 Studios, here's a little backstory on the company. They are a British video game developer and game publisher based in Middlesbrough, UK. The company was founded by Rockstar Games developers Lee Hutchinson and Matt Shepkar in June of 2009. Now, we all know the blockbusters that Rockstar has given us, like Grand Theft Auto, Red Dead, and Max Payne. So the root of this company is solid. The most recent Grand Theft Auto 5 sold over 170 million copies. Think about that. So we now know the backbone of this company is strong. Now, this company has developed numerous big titles such as Lego Harry Potter series, Goat Simulator, Minecraft Dungeons, and in collaboration with Faith Punch Studio, also based in the UK, the ever-popular multiplayer survival game Rust, where Faith Punch took on Double 11 to create the game for consoles, while Faith Punch worked on the PC version. Rust is an awesome survival game played by millions today. Similar to Fallout, it is a post-apocalyptic world where players help each other survive and thrive in the world while battling enemies and building sustainable bases. Grant Taylor Hill of Insider Gaming recently interviewed Double 11 programmer, manager Lane Farrell. Here he is pictured to the left. And asked him how it's been being brought into the fold to work on content for Fallout 76 in collaboration with Bethesda Game Studios. Since joining Bethesda, Double 11 has crafted such content as Test Your Metal, Moonshine Jamboree, the entire Nuka World on Tour update, and the most recent Once in a Blue Moon addition to the game. He was asked how things progress from working on the game they had previously worked on to working with Bethesda Game Studios on Fallout franchise, arguably the best post-apocalyptic open-world series of all time. He responded emphatically with, "We were ready to take that kind of challenge on." He went on to say, "Being founded by a bunch of programmers, our background and our origin story are very technically led because that was how they got started. It was fairly small, and then over time, you're getting a reputation as a very technically capable studio that can do some heavy lifting. What happened sort of naturally is that you're working on those things and those studios have gotten an interest in extending the content and creating new things. You go from kind of having just a team, mostly programmers, to maybe just one designer, to maybe a couple of designers, and then needing artists. Gradually, you end up very organically pulling in all the different disciplines you need to be a full-service studio like we are now. By growing the way they have, they were more than ready to take on the challenge of creating content for Fallout 76. He said that he is impressed with the magnitude of the game, as Bethesda has announced it is currently at 13.5 million players, people. It's an incredibly successful game, he said, and it's steeped in this lore and IP. Players are excited about what happened, what hasn't happened yet, and what's in the future. That means we go out to the people in the studio, but also people externally, and we recruit people who love and live the lore and have almost accidentally, by being fans, trained for years, making ready to them to lean on that project. That's how we kind of walked this line of starting in one place but gradually growing and building over time. And it sort of felt very natural by the time we got working with Bethesda. By the time they contacted us, we were absolutely ready to take that challenge and do that again. So taking Double 11 on by Bethesda has actually made Double 11 grow even more. He even went on to say that their content creation freedom has grown over time. He said when they first started, Test Your Metal and the Moonshine Jamboree, some of those things, their plan was to ramp us up really slow. They were very good partners in that way as well, he said. They didn't have a burning deadline. And because it's a custom engine, I think that's one of the things that we as a studio are really well placed to do as well. Because of the technical work we've done in the past on all those different ports, we're now just a Unity. We're not just a Unity or Unreal House. We're very comfortable working with other people's engines as well, especially when you're bringing something from one platform to another. Double 11 has tons of training with them early on, as Farrell said in a funny way. We felt like we spent the first 6 months probably just learning. But then we did kind of get started and start building areas. What was really great was how collaborative they were at sitting down with us and running through stuff. He said the smaller initial events they worked on was a learning curve and stepping stone to ready them to take on a bigger role and larger updates, like our Nuka World on Tour, which was a really big update that featured the biggest creature that Bethesda has ever put in a game, the Ultrasight Titan, which he said was awesome. So that's showing a bit about our ambition, he said. Now the team is starting to grow in confidence and push out bigger ideas and content. And luckily, everyone at Bethesda Game Studios in Austin has been really receptive to that. He did go on to say that they're currently working on a lot of new content, and the Austin studio is working on the Atlantic City DLC. This actually allows the collaborating teams to make twice as much content. It's a great article. I'll leave in the description below. I'll leave a link to it in the description below so you can read it for yourself. So there you have it. Double 11 Studio, a big studio on its own, is helping to build a better Fallout 76 for us, the 13.5 million Wastelanders. It's a beautiful thing. Well, that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, do me a favor and smash that like button. It helps the channel grow. Subscribe if you haven't already. And you know what to do. If you hit that bell, you'll get notified of all new upcoming content. Looking forward to seeing you next time. Everybody have a great day. Excelsior. Take care.